Hello everyone, today we're focusing on Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics, the topic of number, subtopic of rate. So what exactly is a rate and what do we need to understand about it? So basically a rate is a special ratio which we use to compare two different units. So for example, if a 12-ounce can of corn costs 69 cents, the rate is 69 cents for 12 ounces. This is not a ratio of two units, right? Because ratio is usually like, okay, if I have 5 sweets and I have two sweets, 3 sweets was given to my my son, then it is like 2 to 3, the ratio. Now, in that case, the ratio we're talking about the same thing. But here it is not the same thing. We're talking about the 12-ounce can and we're talking about the price. So there's two different things. So there's like cents and ounces, right? So there's two different units. Okay, so ratio is basically when it's between the same type of units, and rate is the special type which is between two types of units. Okay, so going forward, for example, a machine fills containers at a rate of 134 containers in 2 minutes. How long would it take to fill 1000 containers at the same rate? Right? So we're looking at 134 containers in 2 minutes. So that's the rate given here, right? And it wants to know how long would it take to fill 1000 containers at the same rate. So if we basically figure out 2 minutes divided by 134, what does this tell us? This tells us how many minutes it takes to fill one container, right? This is what it tells us. It will tell us how many minutes per container, because we have identified that it is 134 in 2 minutes. So if we find out how many minutes per container it takes, and we know that there are 1000 containers, if you multiply this by 1000, which is what we're doing here, we can identify how many minutes it takes for 1000 containers. So therefore, when we do the calculation, you can see that it is 14.9 minutes. Okay, and that is the short lesson on rates. All right, so we're going to finish off with a question. What is the volume of a piece of metal that has a mass of 360 grams and a density of 6 grams per centimeter cube? Right? So if you think about it, they have given the formula here. Density is equal to mass divided by volume, which means if I want to work out volume, that is equal to density, mass divided by density, right? That's how this formula is going to rearrange. So in that case, I need to do 360 grams divided by 6. Now, it's vital that here you have to make sure that the units are the same. So you can see that this is grams and this is grams per centimeter cube. So that means it's fine. So when you divide it, your answer is 60 and it's going to be volume in centimeter cube. So therefore, our solution is number 3.